Good evening. Konnichiwa, bitches. What's going on? What's up, Gypsy Moon? Middle school friends. These guys, my other guy, the sweater over there, I know these guys. I haven't seen them in a minute. They're here in Pembroke Pines. We're out here. The dude in the back is giving me, hey, dude in the back with the white hat. You're giving me mad Eric Werheim vibes. You look like Tim and Eric, dude. You look like...
He knows, he's laughing.
You look like you work for Adult Swim.
I wish.
Me too. But we're out here. That's right. All right. Dude in the back, that's a mood. That's a vibe. That's meme-worthy. That's mad chill. I haven't seen you guys in a while. It's been a minute. This one time, I'm gonna just start telling jokes. Just gonna. This one time my ex, she stuck her thumb in my mouth during sex. And for the first time I thought to myself, wrong hole. You know, a lot of people, they have trouble being friends with their exes. But if I wasn't friends with my ex, I never would have realized how much she was into sex without me. I just want to try some new stuff out. I feel like you guys may have maybe heard some of my stuff. I got this new diddly about this. I love the expression "I'm a grower, not a shower." You know, because like that only applies to dicks. Like you can't like use that for anything else. You know, like. You can make, all right, if you're like in agriculture and you like, I guess you could use it for plants, right? Like it's a grower, not a shower. Can you imagine you're on a date and then you look over and then she's like, you know, I'm a grower, not a shower. I'd be like, what are you? Somebody's calling me right now at the worst possible time. Hey, what's up, dude? You're hit. The phone didn't even. This is all right. This is a comedy set. This is a show. All right. This one time, my boss told me to stop coming into work toasted. To which I responded, "So are you gonna buy this dub or not?" So I'm unemployed now. It's fine. If you guys are interested, you guys seem cool, right? You guys can hit me up after my set. I've got some fire ass depression on deck. That's right. I'm doing each gram for just a hug. That's it. After, all right, I'll take one. You gotta let love in every moment, every second. If the moment love comes in, you just can't say no to love. That's just like you're doing it wrong. You're just put that on a Papa John's commercial. Let love in. Yo, I heard recently Papa John's has Shaq as the new guy. It's not Papa John's anymore, it's Shaq. What? Pizza's so good, you'll hit the free throw. I don't What? Yo, Shaq. how did Shaq land that? You know? They went from like, they went from the dude that was like, he was, if you guys don't know, the Papa John's guy was at a conference for like, I want to say it was like race relations. It was like a meeting for, they were discussing race relations, and he just blatantly made a joke with the N-word at the end of it, and they recorded that, and now the guy lost his job, and to help replace the position of a Papa John's, I don't even know the dude's name. Does anybody know the Papa John's guy's name?
Papa John's?
It's Papa
It's
John's.
Papa John's, right? That's. Well, now it's Shaq.
Papa Shaq.
What? It would have been dope if Michael Jackson would like owned Pizza Hut. Like that could have been Michael Jackson, Shaq. That would have been a '90s. I think of like I'm just my brain is I'm just thinking of Shaq Fu and Michael Jackson Moonwalker, the worst video games in history. Do you guys like Spyro the Dragon? Are you guys fanatics of the couple? Maybe one, two, three. All right. So I actually invented a drinking game for Spyro the Dragon. So basically what you want to do is you want to take a shot of cough syrup and you want to mix it with a shot of Fireball. Follow me here. Now, what you want to do is you want to ram your head into the apartment wall as hard as you can. But if your landlord hears it, you lose the game. Like, it's on PlayStation 1. You know, people, they have like this like weird, people think like, when they think hipster, they think, you know, like he eats like organic food or some weird shit like that, some stupid shit. And I think they got it all wrong, you know, like, you know, I think hipsters are the kind of person that would rather watch porn on VHS instead of the internet, you know, because they just want to know what it felt like to jerk off in the year 1996. At least I do. I don't like the new porn. I want the lo-fi stuff, you know?
You like the bushes.
Yeah, I like, well, that's 70s. That's a different, that's before Vaporwave. That's like, that's groovy. That's disco. You know, that's like a nice carpet.
Ties them together.
Right. It's been a minute since I pet the bush. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I went on a date recently. That was cool. Yeah, that was fun. It was dope, you know? I apologize. I'm still thinking about that person. That doesn't matter. You know what does matter? Whenever Jehovah's Witnesses, they stop me on the street, I like to remind them that my grandmother, she's actually a Jehovah's Witness. And I also have no problem ignoring her. At all. Having a Cuban Jehovah's Witness grandmother made for a pretty interesting childhood, you know, because like on one end, she always wanted to make sure I was like well fed, but like on the other hand, she wanted to make sure I was like ready for like the apocalypse, because like she fervently believed in that, you know, like, and she just wants me on the other side. It's really sad. You know, I used to really look up to my dad growing up, but nowadays when I look up at him, like I kind of just wish he was wearing pants. Growing up, I remember a couple times I smoked some synthetic weed. I'm not gonna lie. I remember hitting the blunt, and it probably wasn't the best idea for me, but it helped me get over my fear being naked in public. So. I guess me and my dad are a little more similar than I thought. Sometimes my eyes are red, and people tend to assume I'm high all the time. Did you ever think of the possibility maybe I just finished crying? Alright, awesome. If you guys like that last joke, this next one will make you suicidal. I can promise. Is this like a bus? What is that, man? Is it like a Tahoe? Is it like the front of a...
Some truck.
That's cool.
Wait a minute.
I'm curious.
I'm gonna turn the lights. Oh.
Alright. It lights up. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Alright.
Get stopped at the
If you guys are interested, like I said, I'm the plug. If you need somebody that's got your back, I'm also the anal plug. Been doing comedy for a minute, and when you do comedy, you meet some interesting people. And I've had the pleasure of meeting some people, in my experience as comedians, that have claimed to have gotten into comedy for the women. I've met these people. And it always blows my mind, because it's like, you didn't have to do all that. You could have just gotten a job at Whole Foods. There's, Whole Foods on, a dead night has way more women than this right now. Whole Foods at, 7 a.m., on, a Tuesday, has more, at the deli, has more women per capita than a comedy show. We're here right now. There's one woman, and the owner, who's not here right now. You could just, I literally know comedians. Guys, get this, right? They do comedy because they want to impress women, and it's you could just pick up an instrument and play cover songs. You could just do chords. You don't have to do this, this is I write jokes, I go to an open mic, I don't expect pussy at the end, you know what I'm saying? If I get pussy at the end of this joke, that's a good night. I don't expect that. I don't get into this because I'm there's pussy at the end of it. There's pussy just waiting for me. If I do good enough, let me hit it. Just let me in. I swear to God, I'm funny. Where are the chuckle fuckers? Where are the women that want to sleep with comedians? Where are they? Because I want to know. I've been doing it for 7 years, goddammit. 7 years. Not a single chuckle fucker has come my way. No one is shit, man, I like that joke about your dick and depression and the weather. No one. It's not fair. Hoagie's a gay-ass name for a sandwich. I said it. That's it. It's over.
I said it.
Panini. Come on, come on. Grinder. Who's naming these sandwiches? Panini, you know, it almost sounds like an Italian person who's still in the closet. My cousin Vinny, he's acting very panini. I was looking at my driver's license the other day and I couldn't help but notice, it says I'm from the state of Florida, but really the state I feel closest to home to is depression. I'm just kidding, guys. I don't have a driver's license. I saw a sign on the expressway. It said, this is your sign to not drive high. And my initial reaction was, thank God I'm on a skateboard. It's not easy being depressed in Miami. You know, because the weather is just like great. It's just nice. It's just perfect. The weather is so nice out all the time, you know, you just can't hang yourself underneath a palm tree. Someone's gonna walk by and they're gonna be like, put a Corona in his hand. That's what he needs. It's just make it aesthetic. I just don't think tropical weather and mental illness, I don't think they mix very well. I think that's how we got Cubans. I can say that joke, my parents are retarded. My dad actually voted for Trump. I don't know how to feel about that. I'm not very partial to it. But, he makes some good lechon. I don't know what to tell you guys. I was doing this vegan thing for a little while, and the hardest part about being Cuban and vegan is not so much missing out on all the great Cuban food as much as having my parents call me gay for it all the time. That's just a regular thing. I went from judío to lechuga. All right. Yeah, not a huge fan of my pops, you know. Not very partial to him. I love him.
Hot sauce, hot sauce.
Let's do the hot sauce.
No way. No way.
I love hot sauce. It's my favorite flavor out of the four, between salty, spicy, sour. Definitely spicy. That's all me. I used to work at a Thai restaurant, man. I want you to give me the fucking tiniest tortilla chip. I'm ready. Like I told my friends I'm ready to die for this tour. And like we don't have a tour bus yet, but like I plan on like overdosing on fentanyl in the middle of it. Oh wow, that's a really cool container.
That shit looks wicked.
Yeah, that looks. That's like that shit that it's like something in Snow White. It looks like all right, okay. Oh man.
Devil's blood.
Devil's blood. Yeah, it's very red.
Eat it.
I do declare this sauce to be.
Try to do a joke after.
Easy. Dates are just plantains for white people. You don't know what a date is? That's alright, it's because you're Latin, you know? That's alright. They're in Whole Foods, they look like little maduros. If you don't know what a plantain is, you're probably an uncultured piece of shit. I'm sorry, there's no other way.
There's no way around.
How you feeling?
Swell. It's smoky.
It's smoking. It's smoking.
What can't breathe?
I'm really into astrology. We got any fanatics?
Capricorn.
Oh, Capricorn? In the back, you're definitely an individual. I see the creativity just oozing out of you. It's like, that's your Nen. Like, that's like, you look like you have rams coming out the fucking very crevices of your forehead. Are you guys into Satan? Satan's a bad dude, let me tell you. You know, I'm really into Satanism. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I love the devil. Woo! The only thing I'm not into is sodomy, dude. I'm gonna be honest. I love Satanism, like the philosophy behind it, like do it thou wilt. Free will. You know, like actual free will. Guilt free of whatever pleasures you may want to partake in. Ah, milk, that's for fucking pussies, dude. I told these people I'm ready to die.
Give him another one.
Fuck you, I'm not gonna drink it. No!
Water.
No.
You know, kids these days, man, they got it so easy, you know. Netflix and chill. Homie, back in my day, all we had was Blockbuster and Bust.
Bro, your face looks like a stop sign.
Rewind and Rumpus?
Oh my god.
Be kind. Let me hit it from the behind. That's what I'm... Alright. I'm fucking this at the end of the night. This is my chuckle fucker. Hey, what's up, babe? Let me hit it one time. Why do they call it angel dust if it's bad for you? Am I right? Is it because religion is bad for us? Is that it? Oh, dude, I want to knock that over so bad, but like I'm afraid it's gonna fucking spill onto their workstation. You guys do cocaine? I'm trying to see. I was baiting on this. My friends from middle school. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I've been hitting it, man. I've been doing the dirty, man. Oh, dude, no. You're trying to kill me!
You will let it die.
Do it!
No! I was managing. I was here.
Do it!
No, I can't.
Come on!
I can't. It hurts. It hurts.
Double up!
I can't.
Stop. He's already dead.
Man, hit the milk, then do it.
I don't need no milk, dude.
Hit the move, man.
You said you wanted to die tonight.
Ooh. I'm ready to die. I'm just not ready to go to hell. Alright, maybe I'm ready to go to hell. Fuck, well, I guess I'm pussy then. There's not a drool on the mic, this shit is bad. You left the chip there? Okay, thank God, dude.
Take the fucking milk, you're hallucinating.
You act like I've never hallucinated before. It was the funnest tour, baby. God damn.
Hell yeah.
off that shit that made Jesus come back on the third day. Oh my God.
Here you go, man.
No! I'm good. Let me do my thing. I said I was ready to die tonight. Anybody Cuban in here besides my friend Yoel? Eric Warheim, also Cuban. I'm Cuban, but I'm the worst kind of Cuban. I'm gonna just say that because Cubans hate the way I look. And I can't really blame them, you know? I think it's because I look like our oppressor. You know? I'm from Miami, and when people look at, I feel like when people look at people with beards, it just reminds them of a communist regime. I don't know. You know, like here in Portland, Oregon, or whatever. I was in Portland for a little bit. Or whatever, anywhere outside of Miami. People look at you and they'll be like, hipster. I'll be honest, the hardest part of having a beard this unkept is eating pasta. The line between angel hair and my own hair starts to get a little blurred. We got any bicyclists? Anybody that like to ride their bikes? Hey, one guy. Yeah, I love to ride a bicycle. And in Miami, riding bicycle is really interesting. I've been doing that a lot lately. And I remember when I was living in Portland, Oregon, riding a bicycle. I remember when you were on your way home, you had the choice between the scenic route and the quick way home. You know? You could take like the nice bridge, or you could just get to where you need to be faster. In Miami, we don't really have that, you know? It's kind of like the fast way or the way where you might not get stabbed at. It's like no in between. Fuck, dude, this just sucks. It's alright, dude. No, fuck that shit, dude. I'm ready to boost my morale and your guys' morale. I'm trying to get us to point A to point B to point fungus. By next Friday, sales are up. Oh, dude. This is great. I'm happy. I appreciate you guys so much for this moment. I got a serious question for you guys. What is more gay? The sun for giving us vitamin D, or me for taking it? You know, because like, I like that shit so much I don't even wear sunscreen, you know? I'm just soaking it in.
Oh my god.
I got this idea for a web series for Pornhub. Follow me. It's basically myself and some of my comedian friends, and what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be telling jokes through a glory hole. That's the concept. I've been working on this for a little while now, actually. The idea is we're gonna be telling jokes through a glory hole. The only problem I see is that it's gonna be very difficult telling jokes with a penis in my mouth. You know? And you know you're doing really well when like you can make the microphone come.
Oh my god.
Oh, I'm just doing a stand-up set. There's a mic in front of me right now. I was taking a shit. I wouldn't mind that.
Another one?
Do it.
Yo, how much you guys paid?
$1.
That's it.
I'll pay $20.
No, how much did you guys pay for this shit?
Behind you. Son.
15. All right, give me the shit, dude.
Hell yeah, dog. Fuck that, nigga. It's fucking correct.
I'm just gonna keep clapping.
This one guy died.
It's 11. We got time. We got like 10 minutes. Like 5 minutes?
Hospital's 8 minutes away. We're good. Where's the pocket?
Say this is bad, dude. One drop, bro. Try that shit. You want to? Oh, yeah. You got Nancy. You got
Don't do this to him, Jeremy.
How much did you put? Did you put more?
No, just 2 drops.
That
ain't none.
I'll just fucking get a dab of it off of you.
Oh,
Fucking-
shit.
Like a gentleman.
Like a gentleman.
The fungus, y'all.
Oh, that's the bottle it comes in.
Trying to pick the joke I want
It's burning through
for after I'm dying.
God damn. I'm gonna have your milk, bro.
I'm gonna have it.
That was, I'm having your milk, dog.
I'm gonna have it.
You snooze, you lose, dog. Oh shit, it's real milk.
Go get it, your beer.
I'll touch your eyes. Oh my lord. Boy, it took it like a stamp.
God damn. Don't touch your dick tonight.
Gotta wash my hands.
I wish I had music right now, dog. Whoa! Yo, I'm sorry, babe. Alright, I didn't mean to. Wait, hold up. Hold on. Let me get this right. Can we get some slow music? Can we get couples only? Can you guys act like you're not here right now? It's just me and you.
What is he on?
This was the date I was talking about earlier.
Oh yeah. Come on.
This one time I met an Italian. I met an authentic Italian, alright? And by authentic Italian, I mean a complete racist. Just the worst. I used to work at this Italian restaurant, guys. And there was this waiter. I remember, I'll never forget it. He really took a liking to me. I was new at this job. This random Italian restaurant in the Grove. And he took a real liking to me. I remember at first he would come up to me and he'd be like, yo, what's up, homie? What's up, partner? What's up, player? P-I-M-P. He was like straight from Tuscany. So it was like he had an accent, so it was like funny. Starts to get real comfortable, right? Just starts calling me the N-word one day. I didn't know we were that good friends. It's just like, yo, what up, man? I'm not gonna say it. I know my friend with the ponytail, he's just itching for me to say it. He's just itching. I'm not gonna say it. This dude's calling me the N-word, man. He's just calling me that every day. Every day I'm at work. Goes on for weeks. And then eventually I'm like, I'm tired of it. I'm like, I don't like the way he's saying it. He has blonde hair, he has blue eyes. I'm like passing white and I'm like, I don't even like it. So I tell him, I'm like, he says it. And then I'm like, that's it. That's the last hair. Stop calling me that, please. I don't like it when you call me that. And then he looks at me and he raises his hand and he goes, you hate black people too? My mind was blown. I wasn't ready for that. Eventually, how I quit that job, it was like on a Sunday brunch. It was like full of people at this nice Italian family-owned restaurant. Full of people. Mind you, like I said, all the waiters, everybody owns it. Just racist establishment. I will, if you guys want the details, I will fucking spill them. I basically quit that job on a Sunday brunch. I was just dropping glasses. Like, I was just like breaking them and they're like, you gotta go home, buddy. You gotta leave. I was into that. Alright. I was hoping that would end it on a bigger bang for the Fungus tour. It wasn't as good as stage jumping. But I will take it. I wish I had a better way to say goodbye. But thank you guys.